Georgia's beauty goes way beyond Atlanta and peach farms. Think coastal islands with wild horses and Spanish moss, mountain towns wrapped in blue ridges, and historic streets so perfectly preserved they feel like movie sets. From driftwood-strewn beaches to downtowns frozen in the 1800s, these 10 towns prove Georgia rivals anywhere in the country for scenery. Georgia's prettiest towns are proof that this state is more magical than anyone gives it credit for. Number 10. St. Mary's. Let's start with St. Mary's. This quiet coastal town tucked into Georgia's southeastern corner that honestly feels like the South's best-kept secret. It sits right on the water, and mornings come with golden sunrises on the river, and evenings wrap up with fresh seafood at little waterfront spots where shrimp boats sway at the dock. It's small, but it's loaded with that easy coastal charm you just can't fake. But the real showstopper is Cumberland Island National Seashore. Hop on a quick ferry, and you're suddenly on one of the most untouched islands on the East Coast. Think wild horses on the dunes, miles of empty beaches, giant oaks dripping with Spanish moss, and the haunting ruins of the old Carnegie Mansion. It's part wildlife refuge, part-time capsule, and completely magical. Back in town, the riverfront looks like a postcard. Shade trees, quiet streets, antique shops, and cafes with porch seating. It's peaceful without ever feeling dull. Scenic without being crowded, and just far enough from Savannah to feel like your own hidden coastal escape. Number 9. Elijah. Tucked into North Georgia's rolling foothills, Elijah is that mountain town that just feels good the second you arrive. Warm, rustic, and ridiculously pretty, especially in the fall when the hills turn gold, copper, and fiery red. As Georgia's apple capital, it's best enjoyed with a cool breeze, a fresh cider donut, and a bag of hand-picked apples. And every October, the Georgia Apple Festival turns the whole place into pure autumn heaven, with orchards, music, and big mountain views. The orchard will have you taking photos every 5 seconds. But Elijah is more than just apples. The surrounding Chattahoochee National Forest is loaded with hiking trails, waterfalls, and scenic overlooks like Carter's Lake and Amicalola Falls. Mountain bikers have rugged trails to conquer, while kayakers drift down the Cartacay and Elijah rivers. Downtown keeps things simple and charming, with brick storefronts, local shops, cozy restaurants, and a handful of great wineries with open-air patios and live music. Just an hour and a half from Atlanta, Elijah is the kind of peaceful mountain escape that stays with you long after you leave. Number 8. Dahlonega. Located in the North Georgia mountains, Dahlonega is where history, charm, and outdoor adventure all come together in one seriously pretty package. Famous for America's first major gold rush, it still leans into that heritage. You can pan for gold, explore old mines, and check out real artifacts at the Dahlonega Gold Museum. The downtown square might be one of the prettiest in the state. Centered around the historic courthouse, it's filled with boutiques, antique shops, art galleries, and restaurants serving everything from Southern comfort classics to Appalachian-inspired dishes. During festivals, and especially at Christmas when the lights glow across the square, the whole place feels downright magical. But the real surprise? Just minutes outside town, rolling vineyards and forested hills stretch towards the mountains. And if you're outdoorsy, you're set. Waterfalls like DeSoto, Helton Creek, and Amicalola are close by, and miles of trails wind through peaceful forests. Even the Appalachian Trail starts nearby, with easy sections anyone can enjoy. Number 7. Hideaways. Hideaways is a serene little mountain town on the shores of Lake Chattooga, one of the most stunning lakes in the southeast. With bright blue water wrapped in forested mountains, it feels like a peaceful retreat from absolutely everything. The star of the show is Lake Chattooga itself. It's perfect for boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, fishing, or just relaxing at a lakeside picnic spot. The water's calm and super clean, so it's great for beginners and families. And sunrise or sunset on the lake is pure cinematic magic. But Hideaways isn't just a lake town. It's also the gateway to some of North Georgia's best natural spots. Braston Bald, the highest point in Georgia, is just a short drive away and offers 360-degree views across 4 states. The Appalachian Trail runs nearby too, with easy day hike sections, waterfalls, and forest paths that explode with color in the fall. In town, things stay relaxed and charming. You've got Southern-style restaurants, local shops, and the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds hosting concerts, festivals, and the beloved Georgia Mountain Fair each summer. Number 6. Greensboro. Greensboro is a polished, charming southern town with a mix of history, hospitality, and lakeside beauty. Just minutes from Lake Oconee, one of Georgia's top recreation spots, it blends small-town warmth with upscale resorts and some of the best golf in the East. Downtown is the heart of it all. Restored brick buildings, local boutiques, antique shops, and cozy cafes fill the streets, giving the whole place a timeless small-town feel. Strolling past historic churches, Victorian homes, and the Old Gaol, one of Georgia's oldest jails, you really get a sense of Greensboro's long southern heritage. But Lake Oconee is the true crown jewel. With bright blue water and quiet coves, it's perfect for boating, fishing, paddleboarding, or simply relaxing at a lakeside park. Luxury travelers gravitate to the Ritz-Carlton Reynolds for its spa, lakeview dining, and award-winning golf. But even the surrounding Reynolds community is worth exploring for its walking paths and gorgeous views. If you're enjoying this video, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you never miss videos like this. We're constantly exploring towns everyone else just drives past, finding beauty hiding in plain sight. Let's finish this countdown. Number 5. Savannah. Savannah isn't just one of the prettiest towns in Georgia. It's one of the most beautiful cities in America, hands down. This coastal gem overflows with southern charm, from moss-draped oaks and cobblestone streets to grand antebellum homes that make the whole place feel like a living movie set. Everywhere you look, Savannah brings the vibes. The historic district is famous for its 22 public squares, each with its own personality, quiet, romantic, shaded, or historic, all framed by huge live oaks and brick sidewalks. Walking through them feels like drifting through a storybook. Then there's River Street, lined with old warehouses turned into restaurants, shops, and cafes. Add riverboats, street performers, and that golden glow at sunset, and it's pure magic. Architecture lovers are in heaven here, with everything from Italianate and Gothic Revival to Greek Revival masterpieces. And the food here is unreal. Think shrimp and grits, fresh seafood, pralines, and cozy garden courtyard dinners. Plus, Tybee Island is just a short drive away when you want soft sand and ocean breezes. Savannah is romantic, creative, historic, and lively all at once. An unforgettable southern masterpiece. Number 4. St. Simons Island. St. Simons Island is one of Georgia's most enchanting coastal spots, a place where wide golden beaches, moss-draped oaks, and shimmering salt marshes all blend into one peaceful, picture-perfect island. As part of the Golden Isles, it absolutely lives up to the name. The vibe here is effortlessly relaxing. East Beach is the go-to for calm waves, soft sand, and those dreamy morning walks. The island's lighthouse is another favorite. Climb to the top, and you're treated with incredible coastline views. History lovers will adore Fort Frederica, where mossy trees surround the ruins of an 18th century settlement. And if you want something truly untouched, Cannon's Point Preserve offers quiet maritime forest trails where all you hear is wind, birds, and the occasional rustle of wildlife. One of the best ways to explore St. Simons is by bike. Flat trails wind past giant oaks, pretty marshes, charming cottages, and lively spots like Pier Village with its shops, cafes, and ice cream stops. Outdoor fun is everywhere. Kayaking, golfing under ancient oaks, beach strolls, and sunsets that fade from gold to soft pink over the water. Number 3. Madison. Madison is often called one of the most beautiful towns in the South, and once you visit, you'll get it instantly. This elegant Georgia town is packed with historic charm, gorgeous architecture, and streets shaded by massive old oaks. It really does feel like a living museum of the Old South. The historic district is Madison's crown jewel. Dozens of beautifully preserved 19th century homes line the streets. Greek Revival mansions, Victorian cottages, and Grand Plantation-style residences. Each one has its own story, and walking past them feels like stepping into another era. The Madison Morgan Cultural Center is another standout, housed in a stunning Romanesque Revival building that once served as a school. Inside, you'll find exhibits celebrating the region's art, history, and culture. Downtown is small, but full of personality. Boutique shops, local art, antiques, handcrafted goods, and cozy restaurants giving the area a welcoming hometown feel. Just beyond town, rolling farmland and quiet countryside add to Madison's peaceful charm. Visitors come for the beauty, the history, and the romance. Yet everyone leaves with the same thought: Madison is something truly special. Number 2. Jekyll Island. Jekyll Island is one of Georgia's most magical coastal escapes. Quiet, scenic, and full of natural beauty. Everything here feels calm and laid back. The showstopper is Driftwood Beach. With its sun-bleached, twisted driftwood trees scattered across the sand, It looks almost otherworldly and is easily one of the most photographed spots in Georgia. Jekyll also has a rich, elegant past. The Historic District, once the exclusive Jekyll Island Club for America's wealthiest families, still showcases grand mansions, charming cottages, and oak-lined paths that feel like a step back in time. For nature lovers, the island's bike trails are a dream. Miles of easy, scenic paths winding through forests, marshlands, and along the beach. You'll spot dolphins, seabirds, and all kinds of wildlife along the way. And the Georgia Sea Turtle Center is a must-visit, offering an up-close look at sea turtle rehabilitation. The beaches here stay quiet and uncrowded, perfect for picnics, long walks, or just listening to the waves. Number 1. Blue Ridge. Taking the number 1 spot is Blue Ridge. This North Georgia mountain town feels handcrafted for anyone who loves slow mornings, scenic beauty, and a little mountain magic. The landscape is the real star here. Rolling blue ridges, crystal clear streams, and forest trails that lead to overlooks and hidden waterfalls. You can hike to the swinging bridge over the Toccoa River, explore rhododendron tunnels, kayak across Lake Blue Ridge, or chase stunning spots like Fall Branch and Long Creek Falls. Even if you're not a big hiker, the fresh mountain air feels like therapy. Downtown Blue Ridge is just as charming, walkable, cozy, and full of personality. Boutique shops, local art, craft chocolates, mountain coffee, and restaurants with that warm, homey vibe fill the streets. One thing you absolutely can't skip is the Blue Ridge Scenic Railway. This nostalgic train ride follows the Toccoa River and winds through peaceful mountain countryside. And of course, the cabin experience is a huge part of the charm. Think luxury mountain cabins with hot tubs, fire pits, and giant windows framing postcard views. Alright, so after breaking down 10 of Georgia's most beautiful towns, which one are you actually visiting first? Drop your answer in the comments below. If this video showed you a side of Georgia you didn't know existed, hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell for more deep dives exactly like this. We're constantly exploring towns, finding beauty everyone else overlooks, and showing you the real South.